I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. It's truly a blessing that you can be a part of my journey as well as I am a part of yours. And going through these transitions that are taking place in our life, oh my gosh, it's it's gonna do some things. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while, I have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes, and informative, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. Is greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the YouTube channel I'm using for my meditation is called Music for Body and Spirit Meditation Music. Bamboo flute music, chakra healing, no loop, cleansing negative energy, meditation, and yoga. And I will post their link in the description box below. I always like bamboo flutes or the Indian flutes that they have. If not, those are the sound bowls. Um, the video I'm about to do today. Sorry about that. No matter how bleak circumstances may seem, remind yourself that you're the Ishh, the warrior with a powerful purpose. It is so true. There's so many of my love bugs that I'm connected to, that have really been, going through it. It just seemed like all of us is going through it. And, they always say it's the hardest towards the end of different changes that are taking place, and it's like it's trying to test you, it's trying to place you into that box of seeing how much more you can take without you allowing yourself to fold. You know what I'm saying? It's like so many different things that is going on, but deep down in your soul, your gut, that's telling you everything is going to be okay. Even though you may be dealing with certain things right now, is a lot of times, if it's like if it's out of your control, we have to get it out of our heads, and I have to keep reminding myself of that. Especially if there's certain things that you have been. Let me see. Let me turn this down, y'all. My bad, because it's like really loud. Okay. um we go through so many different things, that's taking place in our lives, and especially if you've been toying with things for so long, and it just seems like certain things are just taking place in your life that it can be hard to shake at times, and they know that. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Yes, humans get deep into their emotions. A lot of times we place more focus on certain things that are just out of our control, and a lot of things are placed in illusions to keep us occupied and never focus on what is going to be, you know, in our present, so we can be able to make a better future for ourselves. And it's like a lot of times, I say this a lot in the videos, and a lot of times we got to do that. If you look at everything that you have been through, there's a lot of people that would not even be able to succeed, make even two steps within the things that we have endured within our lives. But yet we're still here. We can still be able to say, I've been constantly going through this. And there's a reason behind all that. And a lot of times it can be hard, really, really, really hard to be able to keep moving forward and trying to be happy go lucky and perfect Patty or positive Patty. And it's like you have to be able to allow yourself to keep going, even when things are running heavy on you. You have to keep, even if you have to breathe with tears in your eyes and say, what, God, I don't understand this, but I know it's a part of your plan. And a lot of times, it is a part of the plan. And if you're moving forward in good intentions, and you have a good heart towards everything, you already know you're gonna come on top. The devil just want to keep on occupying you and having you stressed out, but at the same time the universe will place those things on you to be able to give you those strength to determine, you know what, I know who I am. I know what I came here to do. I have set up here and succeeded and surpassed so many different things. Nothing formed against me as a weapon will prosper. You know, you have to understand you are very protected. And a lot of times we get to that point where it can become heavy. It can become stressful. Trust me, I know. And I still try to get up and do things. It's like today. I've been going through so many things for so many different days, back to back to back to back to back. And then trying to push myself to do videos, trying to push myself to do podcasts. And I'm just like, I'm not motivated right now. I'm just really trying to allow myself just to rest. And it's just like, my inner self, like, girl, get your butt up. Go ahead and push on, because it's like when you're allowing yourself to sit there, when it's time for your body to have self-care. You've been purging out a lot, but then it's like your heart can be heavy at times. You're going through different things, and it's like around this time of year I always get like that. And it's like my heart is just to shake it off, and it's just like the different dreams I have is telling me the same thing, that gives you confirmation. There's so many different things that's taking place that is totally opposite than what's in your mind, because of all the heaviness that is enduring in your life. And it can be really hard, but it's just trying to tell us we come a lot harder. And there are so many people that quit before you're right at the finish line, and they don't want you to do that. They're just telling you to hold on a little bit longer. You're so much closer to your destination than you really think so. But it's just like a lot of times when we feel like we're close to something, sometimes we feel like we don't deserve those things, or we end up self-sabotaging ourselves, or things start getting scary because you feel like something is like right there at the brink of your reality. And it's just like with situations that's taking place, there's a lot of us that are dealing with financial struggles. You're dealing with a lot of toxic relationships that may be a part of that karmic cycle that you're really trying to break yourself free from. A lot of different people that are in that low frequency wants to, constantly fill your head up with things aren't going to get better for you. No, I'm not going to let you go, or, there ain't going to be nothing better than past what you're going through right now. And it's just like we have to understand, hell yeah, it is. It's way better than what you're going through right now. But these are the things that it broke that cycle. These are the things that because we have held on to toxic vibes, we have had negative thinkings at times. We're going through different traumas that are taking place in our life, or really trying to allow ourselves to push forward. There's so many different things that I'm going through, and I'm just like, you're going to push forward. And it's just like, if you don't look at the situation you're in, if that ain't enough to keep you going, I don't know what the hell will. Because it's just certain things you're getting tired of looking at, certain things you're tired of being in the middle of, and things tend to get rocky and stuff like that. But it's just like I see so many of us like coming out of that phoenix, where the phoenix is coming out of the fire. It's just like and coming out ain't even smell like smoke. They ain't got no soot on us or nothing. Coming out better than we did when we went in. And those are a lot of things that we kept trailed on to, that we attached ourselves to. And it's just like a lot of times I got to remind myself, it's like, if wasn't put in this predicament, I wouldn't really know who I was. I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now. I wouldn't be pushing myself out of comfort zones. I wouldn't pull myself out of my darkness, because I've been into it so long. I always felt like I was denied love. Like, this is all all I'm, going to get. And, being able to know that, different things is coming into my life that I need to prepare myself for. And I mean, it can get hard at times, and I have to keep on telling myself that, even the things that has been placed on me to get me to where I am, if I never did this, I wouldn't be talking to y'all now. I wouldn't be able to connect with people all over the world the way I do. People wouldn't be, sending me different emails, different texts, wanting to know my opinion about different things in their life, because they feel like, oh, Rosalind been through these things, and I'm really struggling here. Let me ask her. And a lot of times, those are the blessings that I need to come back and reminds me, this is why you had that purpose. This is why, we placed you on this platform to do what you do. Allowing yourself to see your strength. I know I'm strong, but a lot of things that goes on, you just getting tired of dealing with it. You just get tired, and it's just like it can wear you the hell out. And that's what the daggone devil wants to do. He wants to break you down. He'll put weak minded folks around you They'll sit up here and just try to distract you all the daggone time because they don't want to see you do better. And the devil don't want to see you do better. But God will use those same people to break you out of things that is no longer needed in your life. They will separate you from things that's no longer needed in your life. And then it's just like a lot of times I can be in my feelings about certain things. But then when I allow myself to breathe and have my woo-saw moment, I can look at everything and I say, thank you. Thank you, because it was like before I started this awakening, I didn't think highly of myself. I had different uh, escapes that I dealt with, smoking weed all the time, chain smoking that, all the time, as well as smoking and drinking, cigarettes and drinking. It was like the drinking it stopped. And then I started doing the Mary Jane, that for a while. And then I went uh, towards smoking weed all the time just to be able to deal with what I dealt with, and didn't even realize when I went through my spiritual awakening it was waking up my gifts and being able to deal with all that stuff in the time of grieving at the same time. I thought I was about to lose my mind, you know. So it was just like being able to do that. And, I don't feel myself being in a higher, like, put myself on a pedestal like that, like I'm better than anybody else. But I know what it felt like to not have somebody physically to talk to when I went through all these changes. Mine were all spiritual, my dad and my mom and my best friends and stuff like that, my spirit guides, my ancient ones, the tribal ancestors and all that stuff, were preparing me for what I'm doing now. And a lot of times you will second guess yourself, but then those blessings start to reflect to you in different ways you didn't even see coming. There's a lot of different people, that gives me these comments, and y'all be having me in tears at times. It's just like, Roslynn, you helped me evolve. You helped me, see better in myself. It makes me feel good that, when I watch a video, it makes me feel so much better about the things that I go through. I know times get hard. There'll be times you're ready to walk away from things and say to hell with everything, or you'll be looking at God and universe and ready to go off and say, you know what, I made these sacrifices. I'm still in the same damn situation, ready to get up out of it. I get it. I be saying that at times too, or you're pushing out so many positivities, energy of positive, awareness or whatever. And then there's so much BS that comes at you. There'll be people trying to test you all the time. All those different things taking place in your life. And, those are the things that strengthen you. Is just like you have to um, be able to observe and not absorb, being able to, you know, respond instead of reacting. There's a lot of different things that you just tired of dealing with. And they know that. They know that. And a lot of times you just don't realize how close you are to that door closing completely to head you towards something else. And they want to remind you how strong you are, want to remind you how loved you are. Even though you may be going through some hellish times right now, it'll be to that point where it'll start messing with your health. There'll be different struggles within your family life, maybe in your financial life, your home life. And you're just really trying to move forward in that positivity. And they, and it's like, I'll be looking at them at times. It's like, you telling me not to worry and stuff like that. I'm like, shoot, y'all ain't got to be anywhere where you got to pay a bill or be around people you don't want to be around anymore. Dealing with certain things you just ready to walk away from, and you got me boxed into this mess. And there'll be times I say that, and they were like, you know what, we understand, but you got this. Just think positive. I said, I got you positive. If y'all leave me alone. I'm like, you know what? But then it's just like, then I get it. I understand. Even at times I do understand. I get mad at times, because I be like, it's just not fair. Why do I got to keep going through this? But then it's just like all the things that I go through, they know I end up making videos about, just for other people to be able to relate to, hey, I know what you feel. I totally understand. Even though we have different scenarios, we're all going through that same thing. We have to be able to migrate ourselves on looking at what hurts us, what has stopped us, what has slowed us down, what has traumatized us, what has sent us in the rage of resentment, a rage of just being raised, just going through all those different things that's taking place in our life that, you really need to allow yourself to just really chill from. And it's just like, certain things that are going in your life, and the devil get desperate. especially when they feel like you're too close to things. And it's just like, especially if there's certain people that are doing things to you that they feel like they done got over on, trust and believe they didn't. You may not know everything that's going on, but the universe does. The universe knows all that. And it's just like whatever you push out, you tend to get back in more ways, just like you pushed it out, or it'll be coming in different ways. Is that, you can't um expect blessings to come in your life when you're doing devilish stuff. You can't. It's just one thing you can't do. And a lot of us are connected to a lot of different things like that, where people try to deplete you. They want to be able to chew you up and spit you out and, make you feel like you're doubting yourself, make you feel like, you're defeated. And you're actually not. Cause it's just like you're on this purpose and don't feel, and I have to be able to tell myself that at a time, and I get angry. But then I have to tell myself I'm protected. Cause you know how many different things done took place in your life that, you shouldn't have been able to wake up from, but some, miracle you did. You are protected, you know and it'll be different signs where it shows up that you can recognize, hey, let me go ahead and change how I'm looking at this. Let me go ahead and change the vibrations that I'm pushing out, or even push, reflecting within myself. Because it's like, if you already know, like I said before, if you know you're pushing forward with good intentions and a good heart, you gonna win. No matter how bleak it looks, how foggy it looks, you are coming out on top. If you know you have, you keep holding on, even though you may be in your feelings about something, but you're still trying to find a way out, and you still, instead of running from it, but allowing yourself to face it, even though that mess might sting a little bit, but you being brave enough to face everything that's taking place in your life. You're being brave enough to keep moving forward, even when things keep coming up in your life trying to bogart you. You keep allowing yourself to move forward. And that's what they want you to pay attention to. And they know what we're dealing with is not easy. That's why we got so many spiritual reinforcements in our lives that help us keep pushing. So when you're allowing yourself to do that, look at those things. Even when you feel like things are just really not going your way, they always want to tell you your angels are near. Whatever fear and concerns that you have that's in your life that may be bothering you or keeping you occupied from your purpose, give that to them. Because it's already going to work out for you. Them tables turn real quick, and a lot of folks and a lot of situations don't see that. Them tables going to turn unexpectedly, and allow things to be able to fall the way they are. At times it gets hard because you're trying to figure out the outcome, but they're just like wanting you to not worry about that, because it's like what you're allowing yourself to stay focused on is what is going to end up festering, and you don't want to do that. Allowing yourself to be present within the present, allow yourself to stay focused on what you do want to come out on your life. You want to be successful, you want to come out stronger, you want to be able to have that extra love for yourself that you may not have before. Being able to have higher standards, higher, lift up your standards when you felt like you were putting yourself in situations and settled for stuff that you really didn't deserve. If there's people coming out of your life that because they no longer need to be there. If you feel like you're by yourself, it's because they're about to bring somebody else in your life or some other people in your life that's like-minded, that's going to be able to, relate to the things that you go through, being able to help strengthen you. That's why I always say to myself, be around folks that is going to encourage you. Be around people that are just like, okay, I did this today. Let me do something better tomorrow. Those are the type of people they want you to be around. I have to learn myself to just really back up and stop allowing myself to insert myself in certain things that I really need to insert myself back out of. That's the reason why things may seem harsh and stuff like that. But it's just like, you start seeing the true colors of things. And it's like for the last few days, I've been purging so much, purging and purging and purging. And I get very sensitive. Not like sensitive as that I cry, but it's like when my vibes is not computing with the next person, I get real quiet. Or I just pull myself totally out that game. I say, I don't have time. I don't have time. If it's not adding up, I'm gonna subtract myself clean up out of it. And that's what you have to do. So there's a lot of different things that's going on in your life right now. But when you're allowing yourself to face the things that have hurt you, the things that has really occupied your mind, that has a lot of strength, because a lot of people run from their fears. A lot of people will place blame on everybody else except, acknowledging the stuff that they did as well. When you're allowing yourself to see your flaws or your toxic vibes, or you're allowing yourself to see your weaknesses and you're trying to transform that, that's strength. when you're allowing yourself to really face things that has really messed you up amongst some years, and you pulling yourself out of that dark space, that's strength. And there's a lot of things that people are not willing to do right now. The whole world's facing change right now, facing a lot of things that's really scary, or they're doing some dirty deeds that are eventually going to come out, and tell a whole story within itself. Get them for the old, new, and the good. What is that? What did my mom say? Get you for the old, new, and the good, and the present, whatever. Even the things you think about doing, haven't got into yet. But allow yourself to know you the shit. Okay? You that warrior that also going to take that change as well. And then we're allowing ourselves to face that. Even when you're in that dark moment, push yourself out of it and say better days are coming. I guess it's just so many different things. I've been running for the last couple of weeks. It's been crazy for me, and I still try to push myself out there. I still try to make my videos. But like I said, when I'm in that vibe and it's real funky, I'm not trying to push that off on nobody. Like right now, I'm tired, but I'm just like, it's a productive tired, when you're allowing yourself to really do that. So, if you, whatever you're going through right now, knowing these things is coming out, they always say, I had to cross my eyes for that. It's for your better good. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. I'm like, I really want to just punch you in the face right now. Okay. But, I already know I'm going to be okay. I'm just tired of dealing with stuff. But it's just, we have to understand, if we didn't go through these things, we wouldn't really know how far we can really go. Whatever you got a blessing, you wouldn't be grateful for. You wouldn't be able to understand. If you were at rock bottom and all of a sudden you just got a blessing out of this world, like won the lottery at $50 million or whatever, but it'll probably be gone in the next like year or two, and you won't have nothing to show for it. So they want to be able to know when they put you at that rock bottom, and then you're allowing yourself to keep moving, keep moving. You may get a little blessing here, a little blessing there, and it's just like, damn, I'm pushing all this out, and y'all only giving me snippets back, but I got to be grateful for that, but they want you to be grateful for all those little things that they're doing for you. It may not be enough for you, but they're just saying you got what you need right now. But when we see that you're grateful for those things, and you're grateful for the things you have around you, even though things may be a little bit messed up, that makes them want to bless you more, because you're appreciating what they're pushing out to you, and they know that better things are coming. But you have to be able to learn lessons throughout those struggles, being able to strengthen yourself where there was yet weak, being able to give, be very mindful, when you're trying to be direct, being able to pull yourself out of certain situations around certain people that are no longer needed in your life. So allow this transformation to take place. Better days are coming to you, but it gets a little bit rocky, but it's always like that towards the end. So, no matter, what is in your way or what's trying to, deviate you from your blessings, trust and believe it's gonna be yours anyway. It's gonna be yours. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I would love to give a post notification shout out. I got so many different new subscribers coming out, and it's truly a blessing. Neo Sky, much love to you, fam. Ladybug, much love to you as well. Welcome to the family. Jody, welcome. I think you've been with me for a while, but I'm saying welcome again. Karen Stone, much love to you. Welcome to the fam. Deep Thoughts Here and Now. So glad to hear from you, girl. Janice Pearl as well is D little 39DL, and Nicole Golan. Um, yeah, Golan. Um, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a blessed, prosperous week. All my contact information is at the bottom if you're curious of wanting to learn more, or being able to interact with people who are like-minded is such a blessing to me. I love being able to interact with y'all. Is really good to have like-minded people in your circle, or just wanting different questions to ask. It's basically about networking, being able to tell you about my experiences if you have any questions for that. And if I can't be able to tell you, I try my best to be able to give you information that'll help you along the way, give you a deeper understanding about yourself as well as your gift. So know you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're manifesting comes triple time more than what you expected, prayed for, even asked for, or try to manifest. And the same is quicker than you can believe you can receive. Even through social distancing, Just give out love, like positivity, words by frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.